Tributes are pouring in for NASCAR legend Kyle Busch. He died yesterday after announcing he was missing this weekend's race in Charlotte because he was in the hospital with a severe illness. He was a two-time Cup Series champion and won more races than anyone across NASCAR's 3 national series. This tribute is on a pylon at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thanks for watching the Fox 8 News at noon. I'm Floriana Kafkas. We have team coverage of Kyle Busch's passing. Fox 8's Peyton Manny is in Charlotte and Cassie Fambro is at the Richard Childress Racing Museum in Charlotte. We'll start with Peyton. Peyton, this is a really difficult morning for the entire racing community.
Absolutely, Floriana. And while Charlotte Motor Speedway is preparing for one of the biggest races on the NASCAR season schedule, things seem to keep rolling. But the tragic and unexpected death of Cup Series driver Kyle Busch hangs heavy over the NASCAR world. Haulers rolled in today for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series set to go green tomorrow. But while those rolled in with all the sounds of NASCAR, there's a quietness around CMS. The Coke 600 is a race many come to from across the country for fun and to pay tribute to those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Now with the news of Kyle Busch's unexpected death, the Coke 600 will forever carry the grief of one of NASCAR's greats. Fans say Kyle Busch brought the excitement back to NASCAR, and the words they used to describe the news of Rowdy's passing, shocking. After hearing that.
It was a shocker. I mean, too much going on this year, losing Bithell and then Kyle Busch. It's like a few years ago when we lost Davey Allison and Alan Kulwicki. You know, it just shocks the racing world.
So they didn't like him. We started off with him. He was at Kellogg's, riding in the Kellogg's car for, I don't know, it was Hendrick, but he come in, blustered, made everybody mad, and won. And then when he went to Gibbs, it exploded with the M&M's guy. And you gotta love the M&M's guy.
When I see him with his kids, his son especially, how good he is, and seeing him at the track, the little dirt tracks in between what he does all the time with the sport here, and that made me more a fan of him as of late. Before, at the beginning, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't much of a fan, but I started liking him once I started seeing him with his kids and his family.
Austin Hill will drive the number 8 car on Sunday for the Coke 600. This decision was made when RCR announced that Busch had been hospitalized on Thursday, and it will remain the same. Hill has won 17 Cup Series races with one top 10 finish at the Chicago Street Race in 2025. With the number 8 car on the track on Sunday for the Coke 600, I think that we can all agree that we would love to see that car in victory lane. In Charlotte, Peyton Manny, Fox 8 News.
Thank you, Peyton. Kyle Busch's NASCAR home was with RCR Racing from Welcome. That's where we find Cassie Fambro this afternoon. Cassie, I was there earlier this morning. Even in the pouring rain, people were coming out to lay out flowers or cards in honor of Busch. Are you seeing the same thing now?
We are still seeing that. In fact, people are leaving M&Ms, of course, Kyle Busch's longtime sponsor, and little tokens of their appreciation for this person who's a legend. Denny Hamlin said it best. This is the Kobe Bryant of NASCAR that we have lost, and this being hallowed ground. This is RCR. This is the same place that people lined up 25 years ago to mourn the loss of Dale Earnhardt. And what is so special about this community is that this community is together 37 plus weekends a year. The media, the drivers, the crews, the fans, they go and they interact with each other every single weekend. And that is why this is such a tight-knit community. So as they grieve together, everyone is seeking community. So people have been pouring into RCR, seeking that community. Fans of all different drivers gathered out together to share their memories of Kyle Busch and the impact that it has had on them personally, whether or not they were a fan of Busch. Everyone in this sport respected Kyle Busch. And as we go on and as we mourn all of his accomplishments, people have been coming out here to share their memories of his witty quips that he was known for, his short answers to the media, his funny stories that he would tell. But they're also remembering those moments that he took to sign their child's diecast, to make sure that he made time for his fans no matter what over the course of his long, legendary, most winningest driver career. Even though he was a rock star on the tallest stage, he always made time for the kids. That's something that was so special about Busch. So we've seen a lot of families coming out here to RCR. I spoke with a father who brought his son, talking about how Kyle Busch's son, Brexton, who just turned 11, was sort of an inspiration to both of them, their father-son dynamic of being race fans. And they said not ever getting to be able to see Brexton race with Kyle in the Truck Series, which was something they had always talked about, is one of the most painful things about this moment.
Thank you, Cassie. The Carolina Hurricanes are paying tribute to Kyle Busch before Game 1 of the NHL's Eastern Conference Finals between the Carolina Hurricanes and Montreal Canadiens. The Hurricanes honored Busch with a memorial tribute on the Lenovo Center Jumbotron. Kyle Busch is originally from Las Vegas. The Vegas Golden Knights also shared a message on social media, a touching tribute to Busch, saying, "We're heartbroken to hear of Kyle's passing. Our deepest condolences to the Busch family and all those who knew him. We will miss you in Vegas." As the racing community continues to mourn Busch's death, Fox 8 will be looking back on his life and career. Later today, we'll be airing a special on our streaming app, My Fox 8 Plus, at 1 this afternoon. You can download it for free on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.